Okay, so we're going to actually make a sphere ornament. So not just a sphere, but an actual ornament. And this is the first part that you're going to be turning into the Google Classroom. So we're going to begin by making a new part. And before I begin, I'm going to go up here and say File, and I'm going to save it. You would, of course, save it to your student account. I'm going to save it to my ornaments file. And you're going to give it a name. It's going to be your period number, and your last name, and space, and the word sphere, and then ornament. Okay, and that's going to be spelled out on the drawing I give you. Okay, so I'm actually, so it'll say right here, okay, your period number, your last name, then sphere ornament. Okay, so we're going to start with a 2D sketch, and this time I'm actually going to choose the XY plane. Okay, so we can see our front view. We don't have to rotate it all. And we're going to start with a circle. Okay, we're going to make sure we're on our origin. We're going to click once, and then move out, and then click again. And I'm going to give this circle a diameter. So I'm going to click on the circle, move out a little bit, and click again. And this is going to be a 1.5 inch circle, 1.5. Okay. And again, we can always zoom out. Now we need to add one more thing though, because we're not going to extrude this. That would make a cylinder. We're going to add a line. So our line button is right up here. And we're going to go from the very top of the circle. Okay, it'll kind of snap to the circle. So we're going to click once. And I'm going to go all the way down to the very bottom of the circle. And it'll kind of snap to the circle down there too. So click a second time. Boom. Now, even though that line is not black, we can still finish our sketch because we're only going to use it as our axis. So I'm going to finish my sketch, and zoom out a little bit more. And instead of extrude, this time I'm going to do a revolve. Okay. Now, I want to revolve half of the circle all the way around itself. So don't click both sides, just click one. Okay, and then you're going to have to come up here where it says axis. You're going to click on that button to select your axis. And now you're going to select that line. Once you do, it's going to try to revolve it 360 degrees, which is what we want. Okay, so you can see it's just a ball. And okay. And no matter how you rotate it, it's just going to be a ball. Okay, click my little house. All right, now to add on, and if I want to get out of here, I can just hit escape. Okay, now to add on the top so it can be hung, I'm going to start a new sketch. Now, I don't have my planes anymore because I already have a solid shape, but I can't sketch on a curved surface. So I want to get those planes back. So I'm going to come over here on my left side to where it says origin. I'm going to click on the plus sign next to it. It expands it. And I'm going to find my XY plane again. Okay, so I'm going to click on that plane. So again, I'm looking at the front. And I'm going to make two circles. Okay, so I want it to be right above the origin. So you see how it kind of has a dotted line. So I'm going to have it above the origin. I'm going to click once, come out. This is going to be about 0.2. So you're not going to get it exact, but you can try to get it at least close. And then I'm going to click the same point again, the same center point right there. I'm going to click and move out again, and this one's going to be about 0.45. So now before I put my dimensions for the size of these circles, I want to specify exactly where it's going to be. So I'm going to click on this point, and then I'm going to move down and try to find my origin. I'm going to click on the origin, and then I can move out and click again. So that's now the distance between those 2 points. And this is going to be 0.9. Okay, if I looked at my drawing, it says 0.9 from the center of that circle to the origin right there. Okay, now I'm going to put my dimensions. So it looks like the inner circle is 0.2 and the outer circle is 0.45. So I'm going to click on my inner circle Move out, and this is going to be exactly 0.2. Okay. And then I'm going to click on my outer circle, and this is going to be exactly 0.45. Okay. Now, it's still not black. So if we really wanted to precisely define this, we could use this feature, which is our vertical constraint. And I can click on my center of my two circles there, and then my origin, and now it's completely black. So I'm going to finish my sketch. Now I want to extrude this, and I want to leave that center part out. I just want this outer ring. So I'm going to click on that, and okay, so right off the bat, it's too long, and it's one-sided. So first thing I'm going to do is click on this button right here to make it symmetric. So now it's symmetrical. And this is only going to be 0.2 inches. Okay. So now you can see it's going both ways equally. I'm going to click OK. All right. Now I want to add some fillets. So a fillet is this button right here. So I'm going to click on that, and says, okay, how much do you want to round it? I want to round it 0.05 inches. So just a little bit. Okay. Less than a 1/16 of an inch. And I'm going to click on both sides of my big circle, 1, 2, and I'm going to click on both sides of my smaller circle. So here's one, and then if we hover, you can kind of find it in the back there, right there. And I'm going to click OK. And the last one I'm going to do is this edge right here is also going to be 0.5. Okay. And those radiuses are specified on your drawing as well. I'm going to make sure to click on File, Save, and then I'm going to go to my Google Classroom to turn it in. Okay, so once you have your part done, how to turn it in. So you'd go to the Google Classroom, you'd go under Classwork, and you'd find the assignment that says CAD Sphere Ornament. Okay, so instructions. Now, when you come here, now you'll have your video and drawing here, but you'll click on this button here to add or create, and you're going to have to choose File. Once you do that, you're going to have to click on this Browse button. Okay. Now, on your machine, it'll say this PC right here, and when you click on that, different drives, and you'll have a drive down here that says your student number, and you would click on that, and you would find the file that says, you know, your period number, your last name, and then Sphere Ornament. So I have mine here, so I would click on, says, okay, my last name, Sphere Ornament, and it'll have an IPT at the end. Don't worry about that. You're going to click Open. Okay, it'll take a few seconds to upload, and then when it's done, you would turn in, and click Turn in, and that's it.